Yo, this is Chris Blair. Just sitting here doing some work. I thought I'd reach out to you guys and just realized it's been like 3 or 4 days since I did a live stream. So I thought, you know what, this is a perfect opportunity. I know it's Sunday night for a lot of you back in North America. Here in Japan or in Australia, a lot of people come to live streams in Australia. It's Monday afternoon here for us in Japan, or if you're living in Australia, New Zealand, Singapore, it's Monday afternoon. And for the most people who are watching this, it's Sunday night in North America. Cheers, guys. I want to talk a bit about a couple important concepts. Number one is this is really discussing for the drop shippers, how to deal with the Chinese New Year that's coming up, and how actually the Chinese New Year could be an opportunity for you to make it a key important change in your business that could really set you up for the future. And then the other thing I want to talk about is a concept called what I call a Me Too store. Okay, and this really pertains particularly to drop shippers, but it also can pertain to print-on-demand sellers who are not being very creative, okay, in what they're doing. These are not good business strategies at all. Especially anyway, so this is one of the reasons why people are not successful. I see this all the time. And I also want to say, look, I'll answer any questions. I got some time here, so yeah, I'm open to answering any questions you guys might have. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask them. One thing I want to say is, as you guys know, I do a lot of these live streams. I got a lot of free content to you. If you show me some love and share my video, that'd be great. I really love it when people share my videos. So cheers, I really appreciate that. Okay, so let's talk about Chinese New Year, because as you guys all know, Chinese New Year is coming up soon. It's basically a little over a week away. It's February 5th. And so that means that a lot of you right now soon your supplier will stop shipping, or sometimes they take a week breaks. Some of these suppliers take 2. I've even heard of 3-week breaks. Okay, so literally the products that you've been selling, your hot products might, you may not be able to sell them for 3 weeks. There's a couple solutions to that. One is to make a bulk ship order now and then have it sent to some sort of fulfillment center in the United States, or to your house and fulfill yourself. Now, to be honest, I probably should have made this recommendation to you guys 2 weeks ago. I just, for some reason, I didn't think to make this video at that time. So probably for most people, the advice I just gave you is too little, too late. In other words, that won't happen because it's too late to make a bulk ship and get it in time because they're going to be going on vacation. But you're not necessarily dead in the water. What I've done, and especially when I was doing dropshipping back in 2015, and when I've had a lot of my students do in the past, is just to be honest on the sales page. Say, honest in those. Don't say like, it's 3-week break for shipping because the Chinese New Year, but say something like pre-stock sale, okay, out of stock, pre-stock sale, something like that on the sales page. Say, look, right now until this date, we're not going to be shipping because we're having to remake this product. And so anyway, you can buy now, but keep in mind it won't ship until this date. And you'd be surprised when you clearly state it on the sales page. There will some people who care and they won't order, but I did not experience a big drop off, and so have a lot of people who I've worked with who've put that on their sales page. They have not experienced a big drop off either. So you can literally write on your sales page, pre-stock sale. Shipping around this day, and people will purchase. So you absolutely still can keep going through the Chinese Lunar New Year with that method. Now, there is some risk, right? You got to keep in mind if you take all these people's money, make all these orders come in, right, and for some reason you're unable to fulfill them, right, when they come back from Chinese New Year, for some reason the company you've been working with that's been selling has an issue with fulfilling, and you're gonna have to refund these orders. So don't go crazy and spend the money, right, on other stuff, right? Hold it, okay? Anyway, that's one option, okay? The option I actually recommend is to use this opportunity to get out of dropshipping. See, one of the biggest problems with dropshipping is 99% of people who are doing dropshipping, you're in it with what I call a Me Too marketplace, okay? In other words, you're just going out and you're selling the exact same crap that everyone else on the market is selling. Because it's easy to go to AliExpress And it's easy to go to eBay. It's easy to go to Wishlist and find these products there and search up the best sellers, most popular products in your niche, and start selling them. So you are literally a Me Too store. You're doing nothing to separate your brand from every other single similar niche store in your marketplace. Okay, so you're just another Me Too store. Unless you're doing dropshipping the way I recommend in my eCom Vantage course of Mastermind, which is to dig deep and find unique products. Now, I don't have time to go into that entire training, but there isn't actually a way to find totally unique products on AliExpress that 99% of the sellers don't even know exist. There's a few different strategies and techniques I teach in my course on doing that. But anyway, most of you are in the Me Too market. So how do you get out of the Me Too market? Well, one of the best ways to get out of the Me Too market is to go print on demand. Why is that better? Well, number one is, unlike in the past, there's literally thousands of products that can be printed on demand. There's thousands. It's unbelievable, the amount of stuff. Canvases, dog tags, hats, bags, jewelry. I mean, it's unbelievable. So this used to be, back in the old days, people would say, well, I don't want to do print on demand for Shopify because the product selection is limited. And that used to be true, but that's not true at all anymore. That's a thing of the past. In fact, I would say was over well over a year ago, if not a year and a half ago. Okay. Plus, if you think about it, what you put on the product, right? The slogan that you put on. Say you're selling a T-shirt. Say you're selling a shirt. The slogan that you put on the T-shirt is limitless. So guys, the possibilities are endless, right? So, and you can avoid the Me Too marketplace now. How you become a Me Too market seller in POD? I've seen people do that with POD. They basically open up a Me Too POD store and they're not having success. And all they do is they basically copy exact products that everyone else is selling. They just take the exact same expression slogans, they put them on their own product. So every single product in the store is there's nothing unique about it at all. So that's a Me Too POD store. But if you're using a little bit of creativity, you can come up with your own products, right? Your own unique ideas and slogans. Now, a lot of people say, well, isn't the profit margin low on print on demand products compared to dropship? And there's a couple things I want to say about that. First of all, I think that's bullshit. It depends on what you sell. For certain products, yes, it's true. There are some lower margins, right, on T-shirts like that. But there are tons of products out there in the print on demand space you can sell for large products. Guys, I have some of my students selling products making $30, $40, $50 per sale profit revenue, right? Of course, they got the ad spend, but that's the revenue coming in. So that's just as good as any dropship product. So that's one thing. And the other thing is, it's a very short-sighted statement to say that the profit margin is worse with POD than it is with dropshipping. And here's why. With print on demand, your customer is getting their package within a week, sometimes less, right? I've had packages delivered 3 or 4 days all the time. It's not even unusual. So the customer gets their product fast, and they're happy about it, and they love it, and they had a great experience with your website. And therefore, when you email market to them, they'll buy again. The package shows up looking good, beautiful packaging. It comes fast, it's good quality. So they had a good experience, and they will buy from you again. So the repeat customer rate on a print-on-demand store versus a dropship store is infinitely better. I mean, it's not even close. I mean, the repeat customer rate with the POD stores here, and versus here, right, with dropshipping. Now, what that means is you don't need to even make a large profit up front. And in fact, I make a lot of sales. I have a product right now I'm selling, right? It's not a high profit margin product, and I don't care about that at all. I just want to sell as many as possible because these people come back and buy from me over and over and over again, right? So the value of the list that you're building is where the true value. And by the way, think about this, right? When you sell something, dropshipping from China, right? It shows up in ugly-looking packaging, right? Because the Chinese suppliers use the cheapest packaging possible to save money on the shipping. I mean, how do you think that they're getting away with such cheap e-packet prices from China, right? It's because they're taking your product and they're smashing it condensing it to the smallest size possible, ugly-looking packaging, not heavy, right? And it helps them save shipping costs. Well, the result is the customer gets it, looks like crap when it shows up. First bad impression. On top of it, this Chinese writing all over it, right? Right or wrong, I'm not going to get into a political debate about this, right? Right or wrong, right? in North America, there are some people who have a bad impression of stuff that comes from China, right? Right now, there's a big American nationalism going on. So again, I'm not here to discuss the rights, the political thing. I'm not getting into political discussion. I'm just stating the facts. The facts are some people in America and Canada are not pro-China products, period. So when it shows up with Chinese writing on it, that's a negative. So ugly-looking packaging, Chinese writing, that's another negative, right? So then on top of that, right, they waited 3 or 4 weeks to get their product because a lot of these Chinese products, they don't immediately process the order the moment you get it, right? By the way, print on demand, usually they do it within 2 or 3 days. It ships, right? So they waited 2 or 3 weeks, for 4 weeks to get their product. It looks ugly, packaging, and the quality is probably so-so. So unless it's a really great product, and then they're ecstatic about it. I mean, they literally have to have it just an amazing product, right? In order to them to overcome all the fact that they're upset about waiting so long, the fact that showed up in ugly packaging, the fact that it's got Chinese around it has to be an amazing product for them to feel so good about the experience they're going to buy from you again. So this idea that drop shipping is more profitable than print on demand is total and utter crap and bullshit. First of all, you can sell high-end POD products that sell for big margins. But number two, with print on demand, and this is the most important thing, the value of your customer buyer list is infinitely better than a drop shipping buyer list, okay? So you can make sales to them over and over and over again. And if you're just thinking about the front-end sales, I got news for you. You're not running a long-term, sustainable, profitable e-com store, okay? Because the true money in e-com is not in the first purchase. It's in the repeat purchases afterwards. So you should be doing everything in your power to make sure that first experience is great. If you do that, you're going to have a long-term sustainable list, and you're going to have a mailing list that's gold. Now, it's January now, okay? It's January here in Japan. I know you guys are about 14 hours ahead. It depends where you're in the States, but okay, so it's Monday the 20th here, okay? 27th for you, okay? Christmas season is coming, right? Next November, right? The big Christmas season buy season. If you start making, and you make the shift from drop shipping to print on demand now, okay? And then you start building over customer lists over February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October. 9 months. You got 9 months where you could create a massive customer list, and then you mail them like crazy during the Christmas season. Cha-ching! You can make a killing off your mailing list. That's an absolute killing. So, guys, now this Chinese New Year is an opportunity for you to make the shift from drop shipping to print on demand. Now, if you want the whole package, like about how to run a great print on demand store, my course, eCom Vantage, is the best course out there, period. And by the way, because it's got extensive, about 7 hours of training just on product development creation for print on demand, plus everything you need about Facebook ads, Snapchat training, Etsy training, what else we got there? Twitter training, YouTube ads, Instagram, Instagram influencers, Instagram ads. I mean, everything you need to know. Site layouts, but guys, it's more than that, guys. And it's not just the course. And this is the thing that people really need to understand. This makes the difference. This is why my students are successful. Ongoing support. I am in that group every single day, answering questions. I do live Q&As quite frequently in there. You get my ongoing support. That is a group. Guys, here's the other thing that's really been amazing about the eCom Vantage course and Mastermind is that because I created this culture, I'm in there always helping people. Some of the bigger sellers that are in the group, and there's some guys that are doing 7 figures in the store, are in there answering questions, helping people all the time too. So you get ongoing support. And that is why my course and Mastermind is so amazing. It's the ongoing support. So anyway, I'm going to put the link to here in the thread, but you want to go to eCom Vantage. So eCom Vantage, VANTAGE.com/VIP. V is in victory, I is in P. So ecomvantage.com/VIP. And you can join my course and Mastermind. I'm looking forward to working with you and helping you. Guys, anyone who's in my course and Mastermind, if you're on this video, like Sachin, if you don't mind commenting on the value of the course and Mastermind, that'd be freaking awesome. I'd really appreciate that. A good job on bulk ordering ahead of time, Lynn. That's great. Isam, good to see you, buddy. Lynn, good to see you. Gabriel, good to see you. Chambers, buddy. Dwong, good to see you. John. Chambers, if you don't mind commenting on the eCom Vantage course of mastermind, that'd be freaking awesome. I appreciate that. Brandon, glitchy. What do you mean by glitchy? Which print of the man company, or do you use several? I use several, but there's some good ones. There's T-Launch, for example. There's Custom Cat. They're both quite good. Love the eCom course. Thank you, Lynn. Appreciate that. There we go. Here we go. I can stick around and answer any questions you guys got. I'm happy to do so. Peter, good to see you, buddy. Spring, good to see you. Brandon, what do you mean by glitchy? I had asked that before, and John, I answered your question. Any other questions that you guys might have? Okay, it doesn't appear to be any questions, so okay. Go to ecomvantage.com/VIP. I'll put the link to the thread here. We'll see you in my course of math. I'm looking forward to helping you have success. Cheers, guys.